Sunday night on EA Sports.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Jackson on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
1st down, Dallas.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. .13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
No, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
It's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
On now, Tucker McCann.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
52-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
43-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 53 yards. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Tucker McCann.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Jones, the ball
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Locke. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Locke going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's George. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. (20) 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were heading towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Locke. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got him. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the counter, here's Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Locke working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's George. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, it's Locke. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. And Adams has it, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 29 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Packers 17, Cowboys 7. Tucker McCann sets the kickoff.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Lining up for the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd down and 13.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
This is Jones. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Number 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And 1.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, already his his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And with a penalty flag down, they'll finally get him down. And now this becomes a very important call. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Aaron Jones. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Locke to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. It's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And with just 4 seconds left in this. First half, a timeout call. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
I got you. Mike 56.
Off the play fake. Reed. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Block. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is McDonald. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
McDonald's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, It's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. McDonald. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McDonald. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, McDonald. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Touchdown. To put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
That's the score. Packers 34, Cowboys 14. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now whistles. Come in, we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Marquis.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll fire deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Jackson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. From the gun, Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Jackson. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Down.
Sometimes you need a phone, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Person. Goodwin able to haul it in. Touchdown, Cowboys! Marquise Goodwin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll run it with Jones. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Locke, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The ball carrier.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
26-yard line.
2nd and 9. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Jackson letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Packers 34, Cowboys 28.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Block. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season. Tackling, because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot, plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
To number 88,
CeeDee Lamb. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Cowboys 35, Packers 34. Greg Zuerlein to kick
now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10, and they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now
First
In
and
this
10 at the
situation,
46
should be in
yard
no
line.
hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now Locke. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Turnover on downs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
56, right there.
They go to Elliott again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. carry on to punt as he gets this one away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles? It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Cowboys. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.